Welcome to Chir's house. This is the one of the unique place in Armenia where you can see mixed organic agriculture, and we are trying to make the sustainable agricultural model in a country where the farmers can start from seeds, produce the fruits and vegetables, dry it and make the high value products from them. Doing all the production process, we are trying to not harvest the environment and using the organic standards and applying the international best practices here. What we have here, everything either the organic certified or produced sustainable clean way. All the units are trying to use natural resources, the sun, wind, stones, and each of the production unit we are trying to mix the technology with the natural resources and for getting the high value products. Here in an orchard you can see the trees which we import from different parts of the world and trying to pilot a new sorts and varieties of the fruits which can apply for country and show the farmers that the intensive farming and the new type of the trees we can adapt for country. Let's say this trees is the dwarf nuts, which gives the fruit like the third year of its growing, but in the right side you can see the traditional nuts trees which is giving the fruits after the 6-8 year of the production. So we are trying to mix the traditional and the international best practice for getting the high value product and profitable products. Because we are not using the pesticides and chemicals here, we try to grow the herbs which will help help us for the growing process, and the different type of the means you will see in orchard in the land which we are growing for protecting the trees, different type of viruses, let's say. You can see in up we have the solar panels and all the electricity which we are using in our unit. It's coming from the solar panels. We have more solar panel systems in this area. Our guests and visitors having their rest here in an orchard and see how we are using all the models here. I forget to tell you that this land and everything you will see what we have here in 1990s, it was the community trash here, and we clean all the place, planted trees and start to reconstruct and make it business the end of 2025-26. Here you can see the big stones, which is the roof stones of our community church, which was built in 9th century. And because here is the community trash place, and during the Soviet Union time when they reconstruct our church, they think that these stones was the trash and put it here. We were cleaning this part and put the stones here as showing the story and make it the monument here. This side of unit, here we are organizing the composting. Our food waste, tree leaves and the waste from production we are putting here and making the compost from that. This year we just cover this right side and make the compost, get the compost from the left side. The next year when you come, you will see the compost here, soil here, and the covered the left side. So we are shifting this part and making the organic and natural compost for our orchard and our land. Yeah, here we just growing the herbs, strawberries for our restaurant here, and we are collecting from here our herbs and the strawberries and giving the serving as a food in the restaurant. I forget to say that all the food in the restaurant, what we are serving, we either growing here or buying from community. It's like you cannot order here, let's say, sushi, because it's not growing. We don't have the ingredients of sushi in the community. Everything is coming from either here or buying from the other farmers. When we go up, we will see our drying technology, which unique for our country, and we try to mix the wind, black stones, and sun energy here. Mixing those three aspects, we are trying to get the high quality dried fruits. Let me to show you the uniqueness of this production unit. This type of the black stones is the special stones in Armenia, which called obsidian, the name of the stones, because it's the shape and the color. It's getting more sun energy and keeping the energy inside of the stone. We put the stones under the glass and make it the special constructed, have the special shape with the in the sun and the wind coming down, getting the hot because of the black stones, and goes up, and you can see that fruits are drying there. And using this technology, we are making the dried fruits, and the hot wind goes out from the up. You can see it's coming out. With this technology, let's say the fruits are drying under the sun 7 up to 8 days. The example of the apricot, we are drying using this technology. It's drying 3-4 days, but keeping the vitamin inside of the fruits. When you put the fresh fruits under the sun, the most of the vitamins die. Like the sun kills the vitamins. Using this technology, we are drying it naturally, but keeping the vitamin inside. When we go to the next unit, what we have, let's go. This is the organic strawberry production unit in a country where we are applying the organic standards. Here you will see how we are growing the strawberries using applying two organic standards, USDA NOP and EU organic standards. And because of this uniqueness, we are growing the strawberries, but we are not selling the fresh strawberry. We are drying strawberries and selling it as a raw material of organic tea production. The yield of this organic methodology is quite less than the other, comparing with the other ones, but when we are drying it and making the high value product, the price is much more affordable for us. Here also our visitors are coming and they are picking the strawberries, harvesting with their hands, eating here, or just having their rest and fun. They also have the opportunity to plant strawberries in a pot. The locals are planting and taking with them their strawberries plant. Even the kids, they give the names of the strawberries, and they say like, this strawberries is in my name mostly, and taking with them, trying to study how to do the organic agriculture and speak with the nature. I will tell you one story here. When the kids from capital of Armenia, they just entered this greenhouse, then they said, oh my God, strawberries are growing in the land, I was thinking that they are in the underground plants. Running the organic farming, you cannot do without the bees. So we are keeping the honeybees here for honey production. You can see the bees behaves there. It has the two purpose. First, for having the clean agriculture, and the second one for having the clean food, like organic honey for our production itself. And last unit of our production is the mushroom production. We are growing the oyster type of mushrooms. We will go there for the production, and mushrooms. We start the mushroom production with the two purpose. One, for making our composts much valuable, because the root of the mushrooms we are composting as well, and the second one for getting the protein rich food for our visitors. Then the most of the left of the mushrooms, which we are not serving here, we also drying it and making the mushroom powder for the soup production. For the sorry, not the soup production, for the consumption, the people can make the soups or different type of dishes. This is the mushroom production unit. It's almost the end of this production circle. Here we are producing the mushrooms for the purpose which already I told, and also our visitors are coming, harvesting their mushrooms with their hands. Then we have the master classes. They are cooking their mushrooms with the traditional, let's say, technologies or recipes, making the mushroom barbecue or with the eggs. We can try to do the harvesting here. They just taking the mushrooms like this and making the circle. Then our mushroom is harvested just a little bit hard. Okay, so it's ready. With the leftover the mushrooms, like these ones in the roots, we sell the mushroom roots. We are making the compost from them and enriching our compost using the orchards. Here, all the production, different units of the productions, we are working with about 150 small family farms. Either they are working here or bringing their fresh foods for drying or growing the special type of the greens, herbs, the fruits for our consumption. This is our traditional oven, what we call tonich, and this one is made my grandfather. He was 98 years old when he died, but he just show how to make this tonir and try to keep our traditions here. And we are making our traditional foods here. How we are doing? We are firing this tonich and putting the foods there, like let's say mushrooms or the meat, making the barbecue, or the potatoes or the pumpkins, making the other type of the traditional foods, what our visitors can take here, or order here, or either they can make with their own hands and see how the process is going. It's very close to mushroom production. Mostly the people are collecting mushroom and coming to here for cooking. And the foods, what's growing here, the visitors are we are not harvesting here. We keep our tourists and they are doing harvesting with their hands and eating here or taking with them. So all the trees and the fruits, what you saw starting from July, we already had the fruit here, and the people can harvest different type of the fruits. We are starting from cherries up to then apricot, then plum, then peach, apple, nuts. Different season of the year, they will find something to harvest here. You can see also our visitors from Germany. We had the tourists from Germany here exact now, and they are just having tour and doing the master class. When we start our Chir's house, the dry fruit production, we weren't think that someday it will be the place of this unit, what you saw inside. It was just dried fruit production, and when you saw the shape of the production unit, it's like the house, and our visitors say it's the place where Chirs are staying and living. And we said, okay, why not? We can make the brand name as the place where Chir's dried fruits are staying, and make the brand name as the house of the dried fruits, like Chir's house. During our operation, we are working the local institutions, international organizations like European Union, Austrian Development Agency, Armenian government, US government. Either we are developing the models with them, or we are hosting them and they are organizing their events, workshops, trainings, models here. You can see currently the German tourists and visitors are here who are interested in the organic farming, and they are participating the organic sweet sujuk, which is the candy from the dried fruits, making the master class, and they are making this sweet sujuk with their hands and trying and see the process how it's going. But the visitors can also make here the local special type of foods. We call it, let's say one of them, we call it arishta. It's the local traditional pasta, handmade pasta. They are making the arishta themselves, participating the whole process, and after making the raw of this traditional pasta, they are cooking it and testing here. Or because we have the special connection with the sweets and the dried fruits, so some of the foods just we are serving here, which has the ingredients of the dried fruits. Another one is the local traditional rapama, which is pumpkin inside of the rice and dried fruits, and they are cooking it here in a traditional way. We have more than 10 different this kind of master classes or the cooking classes. Visitors are ordering a day before or 2-3 hours before their activity, and after that they are welcome here to do all the activity, the process themselves. And I want to say one word about the construction, and everything that you saw here, it's constructed by handmade, and it's made by my brother and father. This building, the greenhouse, the production units, everything they made with their hands. Mostly my brother and father support to them. The profession is the engineering, water engineering, and they are doing, and we just helping them to make it visible.
Nehme ich noch eine andere Sorte, das müssen wir ein bisschen mischen, gell?
Mach ich doch, hab ich doch. Die hat ja noch die kleinen Deutschen müssen das Geld für die Ausreise verdienen. Macht's ordentlich, vielleicht darf man es behalten.
Mach Fotos, 500 Gläser.
Das ist die gleiche Mutter.
Thank you.
Ja, ich bin jetzt...
Jetzt müssen wir das Ganze ein bisschen auflockern. Achtung! Ah! Hab mich gebiegt.
Der Ärzte am
Ja, körperlicher Einsatz.
Aha. Ja. Das ist Aserahani.
Modelleigenschaften.
Achso,
Achso, das ist eingeschlafen. Danke. Super. Bravo.
Ditschen ist auch schön.
Was ist was? Hat das schon einer rausgefunden? Das ist Nutella. Was anderes.